Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for Coastal Connections. I'm Ashley Smith. It's time to talk about what's happening and what's coming up in Hampton Roads. So we're kicking off with an event we're all very familiar with. Wine, Women, and Women is the name of it. Wine, Women, and Fishing. There we go. We're very familiar with this event. Excited to have Linda Church back now to talk about the 17th annual Wine, Women, and... Okay, let's back up. Maybe you're watching and you haven't heard of the event. So, Linda, just tell us a bit about it first, and we'll dive into that first, and then we'll talk about what's happening this year.
Well, we put three fun things together: wine, women, and fishing, and we're raising money for breast cancer research at Eastern Virginia Medical School. It's an offshore ladies-only fishing tournament, so we go fish all day, which there's some wine involved. But while we're coming in, we're dressed in costumes called Crazy Crew, and we have people there judging on who has the best costume. So there's more wine going on, and then it's a big party. But it's a good cause, raising money for a good cause. And this is our 17th annual year of doing it, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year. We had 40 boats last year.
40 boats last. And you were telling me that there's someone who's also no stranger to 13 News Now that's going to be with you all this year.
Yes, Joe Flanagan's going to be our MC for the night, and he always does such a wonderful job.
How many years has Joe been with you all?
This is just our second year.
Second year with Joe.
You have to get on his calendar early.
Listen, don't we know? We all know about Joe Flanagan. That's going to be really awesome. You know, I love the aspect of it being a fundraiser as well. Yes. What led to you all selecting breast cancer as your primary fundraiser for this?
Well, we kind of inherited the tournament, and so when we inherited from another group, we've joined with Eastern Virginia Medical School. Women, breast cancer research is just a perfect match, and Eastern Virginia Medical School has been a very good partner in helping us expand our base and getting the information out. And we've raised $750,000 to date.
What is the goal for this year for fundraising? Is there a goal, or are you just hoping to get whatever?
Every year I set a goal. And every year I'm disappointed because I always want more. It's never enough, because the research needs money. It needs to be funded, and our area is becoming one of the big cancer research areas with the new cancer center that's being opened with Centera, EVMS, and Virginia Oncology. So we're going to be the go-to place if you have cancer, and I just want to help the best I can to raise more money to eradicate that disease.
Absolutely. And from the daughter of a 4-time breast cancer survivor, I think this is a absolutely wonderful cause, and we got to keep working until there's no more cancer at all. So
exactly.
It's wonderful you all are doing this. So we have wine, women, fishing, but also some music too.
Yes,
tell us about that.
Guava Jam's playing that night at the party. So the way it works is we have the women fishing, but we have the people supporting the event through sponsorships and coming to the event. We have silent auction with a lot of unbelievable things to bid on, dinner for 8 with some of the top chefs in the area. Then we have a big barbecue, brisket, chicken meal with Guava Jam playing. It's a full night. The party is from 5 to 11.
Party's from 5 to 11. How much are tickets for the party?
They're $75 in advance, $85 at the door if we have tickets available. We have been sold out in the past.
Wow, and all of that goes toward breast cancer research and funding?
Yes.
Wonderful. I also understand that sponsorships are available for this too. Make your call for some sponsors.
Yes, if you're interested in participating or being a sponsor, go to cbwc.org. All the information's there. And if you want to fish and you don't have a team or a boat, just get in touch with me. My number's on the website, and I'll get you on a boat.
And you know, I ask you every year because I've never gone fishing before.
You say that every year.
I know. And
Regina fished it one year.
Did she really?
Yes, she did. She got a white marlin.
You're putting pressure on me a little bit.
Yes, I am.
I need to fish.
Yes,
I need to learn. I was going to ask. I feel like I know I ask you every year. But again, if you've never fished before, you can come to this and maybe learn a thing or two.
I had never fished before either.
So cool.
And then you literally get hooked once you do it. In fact, I just
did there.
There I did. So, anyway, but you just do as you're told. The mate tells you what to do. If you listen to them, and it's the one place I listen, then you can get your fish. We got 3rd place in the tournament last year and the year before, and in 2012 we won. And I didn't know what I was doing. It's just fun. It's a fun day on the water with a lot of wonderful women raising money for a good cause.
I love it. It sounds like so much fun. One of these years I'm going to be in town to actually come and learn how to fish.
Okay, next year it's August 17th.
Marking the calendar now. so I won't get in trouble next year. Linda, give us the details one more time.
It's Wine, Women, and Fishing. It's August 17th and 18th. The 17th is a captain's meeting. The 18th is a fishing tournament and the party. It's women only. We have to say that. I had a team of men try and register one time.
Okay.
And then all the money goes to EVMS for breast cancer research. All the information's on our website, cbwc.org.
Awesome. Linda, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Wonderful
much.
to see you.
Next year.
Next year, I'll be there, but we hope to see you this August 17th and 18th. All right? We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Coastal Connections. We're talking now about another wonderful opportunity you can participate in this summer. Yes, we want you to get outside and enjoy all the warm weather and that sort of thing, but you can also cool off inside the Chrysler Museum. A wonderful exhibit right now, Moonlit Nights and other illustrations. Words today. But anyway, joining us now, we have Seth Beeman and Megan Douglas from the Chrysler Museum. Thank you both for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Exciting exhibition here. Seth, we were talking the last time that Seth was here, we were talking about a particular exhibit, and it just changes so much at the Chrysler Museum. So before we even dig into Moonlit Nights and other illustrations, let folks know that haven't been there perhaps in a while. Listen, you're missing a lot if you don't go on a regular basis to the museum.
That's right. There's always something new to see at the museum. We change our large exhibitions 3 times a year, and then we've got about 8 other spaces where we're always changing things. There's about 30,000 objects in the collection, and we're changing those out, what's on view all the time. So you come in once, you see something, you come in a few months later, and something new will be there.
Okay, may I ask the process of changing out an exhibit, like how grueling is that for the staff? I mean, because people don't see that behind the scenes, right?
That's right. It takes a lot of work, and the way that we figured it out is that we've got a really good team. So we've got people who really know how to get these things off the wall quickly and safely and put them in storage properly and then get new things out. But it is a long process, and it takes a village really to put a show together.
It's fascinating. You know, that might be an inside access story for Rochelle. We're going to have to talk about that later, Rochelle Peart. But anyway, Megan, tell us about Moonlit Nights and Other Illustrations. It's a new exhibit there at Chrysler Museum. What can people expect?
So you walk into the show and it's already sets the scene with a huge lightning bug and its tail flashes. So you walk in, you're already excited. You're stepping foot into some galleries that are painted dark blue colors, so you're feeling like you're going into nighttime. And then the walls are lined with over 80 works from Eric Carle, and we have different sections for all of the families to see, ranging from bedtime stories to nighttime journeys to fables. And right in the middle of the show, we have created a hands-on area for children and families to be a little more interactive. Maybe they've walked through part of the show and their child wants to now get hands-on, especially with the younger ones.
Yeah.
So we have a puppet station where they can puppet play and interact. We have a magnet board where they can create their own Eric Carle style works, and they can practice their spelling, because we're really excited that this show is promoting literacy. So they get to practice spelling. There's couches, there's tons of books. We want kids to sit and read, and we've been loving seeing parents sit with little ones on their laps, multiple generations, and read to each other and enjoy Carl's books right there next to his works.
Did it just work out that the exhibit is here at the Chrysler Museum over the summer? Kids need things to do with their families, or was that just kind of the plan all along? Because I'm in my head thinking about this exhibit, and I'm like, this is set up for kids. And families.
It's set up for kids. It's definitely part of the plan. I think one of the things that we hear from visitors is they think, oh, well, it's an art museum. I'm not sure if I can bring my kids there. Aren't things fragile? And we wanted to let people know we're a space that's welcoming to families and kids, and there's things that you can do. We've got things that are there year-round, and here's a special exhibition that really highlights some of those activities. So Megan and her team have done a great job of having these hands-on activities that really shine a special light on the works of art as well.
That's awesome. And we have to make sure that we mention that this summer marks the 50th anniversary of the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
That's right. Yeah, June was the anniversary. It's also Eric Carle's birthday, so he just turned 90, and we've got the 50th anniversary of the book. The stats on that book is staggering. It's just, it's something like 2 books are sold every second or something like that since it was published. It's just remarkable how popular this book is. I think when you say Eric Carle, people might not know, but if you say The Very Hungry Caterpillar, everyone lights up.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. They make that immediate reference there for sure. So you have, I know, the interactive portion of it as well. Can we talk about the story time opportunities as well? Just a little bit more about that. I mean, it's just so cool that the kids can really enjoy this exhibit.
Yes, the show is on view until September 8th, and we still have some programming that we want everyone to join us for. On October 22nd, we have our next Moonlit Nights pajama party from 5 to 8. So you wear your jammies, you bring your favorite stuffed animal, you eat s'mores, you tour the galleries. Grown-ups and kids love it. They love wearing their pajamas. And then we also have story times happening every other week where we read Eric Carle books and we do crafts inspired by his works. And so those are all on our website, chrysler.org.
I love that. I feel like it's a way to just like rediscover the Chrysler Museum, whether you're an adult or a kid. Fantastic. Megan, Seth, thank you both so much.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. I know it's only July, but it's time to start thinking about going back to school. It's going to creep up on all of us, right? So MacArthur Center is going to help us get ready. They have the Beautiful Back to School event. And here to tell us more, we welcome back the lovely Karen Husselby. Wonderful to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Y'all are always so busy at MacArthur Center, and now you have this new event. Tell us all about it.
We have a lot going on, and I know it seems like back to school is far away, but really it's going to be August before you know it. And so this event is on August 3rd. It is also tax-free weekend, and that's a big back to school shopping weekend. So just want to remind people that that's only a couple weeks away. But our Be Beautiful event is all about empowerment. It's all about beauty, self-love, self-acceptance. We're going to have an open model call. So if you've always wanted to be a model and you want to be in a fashion show, we're going to have an open model call at 10 a.m. and we're looking for people in all shapes and sizes and colors and ages. So it's really for everyone. And if you're selected, then you actually get a 1-hour runway workshop. So we teach you how to walk, and you'll have professionals that will pick out clothes for you and style you, and then you'll get to participate in our fashion show at 3 o'clock that day.
Oh, that's so neat. So this is, it's interesting that you're taking this approach, because so many back to school events, which is important, you get your backpacks and your pencils and pens, but this is about preparing your mind for the school year. Do you feel
it really
that way?
is. And we want you to feel good about yourself from the inside out as well as the outside in.
Yeah.
So we have a yoga workshop that we're doing. It's called Let's Be Great Children's Yoga. So it's for people with all abilities and disabilities.
Okay.
So it's really an all-inclusive yoga seminar that we're going to be doing 2 classes, and that's free of charge. We've got an influencer, a beauty influencer that's coming into town. Her name's Allie. She goes by Allie Bally Makeup if you look her up on Instagram. She has about 500,000 followers, and she actually got into being a beauty influencer because she suffered a traumatic brain injury.
Oh, wow.
And so she used the tools of learning how to do makeup tutorials and posting them to help retrain her brain. Wow. So she's sort of an example of beauty and empowerment, right? She took something that was really traumatic and she turned it into something that's super successful, and she's really young, and so she'll be there and she'll be doing meet and greets. From now till the 28th of July, you can enter to win a $250 shopping spree with Allie.
Wow.
So she'll take you back to school shopping while she's in town, which would be really fun. And Dillard's is going to do mini makeovers. So if you want to freshen up your outside look, you can stop by Center Court and Dillard's will do a mini makeover.
So all of these events, because you think back to school, I know some folks will be heading back to college or back to grad school. Is this just open to 18 and under, or how does it work in terms of age?
It's really open to everyone. So I think anybody could participate. We could have 4-, 5-, and 6-year-olds participating in the yoga or wanting to walk the runway. We're also going to have a silent disco, and we've done that before in the mall. Are you familiar with what that is?
Yes, absolutely.
So fun. So you have 3 DJs. They play 3 different kinds of music, and you just get Bluetooth headsets.
That's cool.
So you dance to your own beat, which is kind of an empowering thing. And we've had lots of young kids seem to really like that. So that'll happen at noon in Center Court. There's going to be classes and workshops in a lot of our different stores. So Lemon Sea Design is going to do a bunch of classes. Hamilton Perkins will have a DJ in his store as well, and he's going to do some bag giveaways. If you're one of the first 500 people to come, you get a free Be Beautiful makeup bag, and you get a list of discounts and exclusive samples. So come early, 10 o'clock.
This is awesome. And again, that is August the 2nd through the 4th, that whole weekend?
The 2nd through the 4th is tax-free shopping. August 3rd is the actual Be Beautiful event.
Be Beautiful event is August 3rd. And I want to make sure, I think we have a minute left here. There are some new murals by international street artist Kelsey Montague. Kelsey Montague.
Yes.
Tell us about that really quickly.
So we commissioned her she was here about 3 weeks ago, and she did 3 pieces for us that are really reflective of the community. So one is angel wings that are, angel wings that are in the shape of a flag to promote our dedication to the military and our patriotic spirit. We have 2 mermaids because it's the 20th anniversary of the Norfolk Mermaid, and you can kind of stand in the middle of those. And then we have a big ocean wave that you can see kind of, there's a dolphin in there, and there's little fish and different things things that you would find in all of our coastal waterways. So we really wanted to do things that were reflective of the community. She's a very well-known international street artist, so it was really just a joy to have her and be able to meet her and watch her work. So if you're here, those are on the second level down by Michael Kors.
By Michael Kors.
Yeah.
You come August 3rd and get beautiful, feel beautiful, and then take pictures with beautiful art.
Absolutely. We have a couple murals in the mall also from local artists, so be sure to stop by and see those as well.
Always so busy there at MacArthur Center with some wonderful stuff. Karen, thank you. Wonderful to see
Thanks.
you.
Always good to see you. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. You know, there is an organization, a topic, and awareness that is really important here, not just at 13 News Now, but I'm sure all across Hampton Roads, and that's Alzheimer's awareness. So many of our family members have been touched by this, and so the work that the Alzheimer's Association does is just so very vital. There are several walks coming up, and I want to tell you about that now to see how you can get involved and support this wonderful organization. So joining me now to talk about those walks, we have Gino Columbara and Jackie Burke. Wonderful to see you, wonderful to meet you.
Great to be here.
You all do such phenomenal work in the community, and the walks are always so much fun.
Yep.
But you know, there's a very, very serious cause behind it, and the work again that we see you all do, we thank you certainly for. Gino, tell us about the organization first before we dive into the walks.
Yeah. Well, the Alzheimer's Association is committed to advancing research to put an end to this disease and also provide and enhance quality services for those navigating the maze of the disease, and also to promote brain health to reduce the risk of dementia. So we have chapters throughout the United States, about 80 of them, and we're one of 4 in the state of Virginia. And we provide quality programs and services all free of charge to our families, like care consultations, support groups, education for caregivers, training for caregivers, early stage programs, safety programs, and linkage to wonderful community resources like Our Lady of Perpetual Help, who has been a staunch supporter for many, many years of the association, is also one of our elite regional sponsors, along with Bayport Credit Union and Pearson Toyota, and also have to give it a shout out to our wonderful national sponsor, Edward Jones. But it's all of us coming together to put an end to this disease. And the Walk to End Alzheimer's is about creating community. Right. This event is happening in over 600 communities throughout the United States, with about 500,000 people engaging in it. And it's to really help those caregivers. There are 5.8 million Americans with the disease, and 190,000 of them reside in Virginia. And with those 190,000, there are 465,000 caregivers. So they often feel very alone with this disease. So this is about really creating community, letting them know that they're not alone. They don't have to journey this alone. And there's a lot of resources that can help them make the journey a lot easier.
Absolutely. I'm sure one of the most frightening things for the caregivers and just for family members and loved ones in general is when you start to see that change in your loved one and you don't really know how you can help, if you can help at all. So those resources are available. Jackie, I know we were talking during the commercial break. Our Lady of Perpetual Help decided to partner with the Alzheimer's Association because of something very special to you all as well.
We, Our Lady of Perpetual Help, we are a nonprofit, non-denominational community. We are sponsored by the Richmond Catholic Diocese, and we have had a partnership with the Alzheimer's Association for 10 plus years. Yeah. Half of our community is memory care, so we see day to day the disease process in the patient, in the resident, and more in their families, in the caregivers. So we have worked it's our goal to help Gino and the Alzheimer's Association put an end to a tragic disease that has a journey different for each and every person.
Absolutely, and as you were mentioning, it's just important, you know, Gina, we were talking before, that community involvement, everyone coming together and doing their part. So these walks are a great opportunity for folks all across Hampton Roads to get involved. When are the walks? How can people sign up?
Oh, it's easy, and you know, by signing up, you're really going to help increase the momentum to put an end to this disease and help your neighbors, friends, families who are going through this. So we have 6 walks in our community. They start September 14th in Suffolk, and then September 21st right at the ocean front, then October 3rd in Farmville, October 12th on the Eastern Shore, October 19th in Newport News at Port Warwick, and then we round it out in Williamsburg and Newtown on October 26th. So there's a walk for everybody. The science is working. The urgency of the cause is evident. We've increased research funding from $448 million less than 10 years ago to $2.3 billion on a federal level. So that tells you that the urgency is out there. So we're making great progress, and really the hope lies in everyone watching this show this morning to really get involved and make a difference.
Absolutely.
And they can go to alz.org/walk or call 1-800-272-3900. And that's also our 24-hour helpline. Day or night, you need help, you call that number.
Perfect. You knew I was going to ask for the contact information. He was like, here you go. There you go. You got it. Gino, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate it.
Thank you all again for everything you do, Jackie. Nice to meet you. We'll be right back. Thank you for sticking with us for Coastal Connections. We are rounding out today's show by talking about an organization that has done so much for people right here in our community. We are talking about Habitat for Humanity. They have a big fundraiser coming up here very soon. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, we'd love to introduce you to Frank Ruska, the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity. Wonderful to see you.
Well, thank you for having me this afternoon.
Absolutely. Now, Southampton Road specifically is what we're talking about today and focusing on. Tell us about what Habitat for Humanity is for those that might not be familiar, and what you all have done throughout this area.
I'd be happy to. Right now in America, there's a big crisis for affordable housing. So Habitat for Humanity has involved in 1,400 communities throughout the country. And right here in Hampton Roads, we have actually 3 habitats. You have my habitat, which is Habitat Southampton Roads. We do Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Suffolk. And then you have Habitat on the Eastern Shore, who take care of the Eastern Shore. And you got Habitat over in Williamsburg, who takes care of Hampton, Newport News, Williamsburg type of area. Okay. But the need for critical housing is right now significant in this country right now. Absolutely. And we do our small part trying to help that.
You were telling me before during the commercial break about certain qualifications that you have to have in order to be the recipient of a home from Habitat for Humanity. How exactly does that work?
Habitat has a motto of a hand up, not hand out. Mm-hmm. So if one of the families got to have that, must have an income. And just off memory, that I was on the TV right now, I believe, but a family of 4 can't make more than $63,000, and must make a minimum of $40,000. But they also must have a credit score. Okay. They must provide 200 to 400 hours of sweat equity. So they're actually out there helping build a house. Could you help build something, you're going to be a better homeowner. Yeah. They also require to take education classes. By the end of the day, the houses are not given away. We sell the houses based on what the family can afford, which is based by the federal government, and that's 30% of their take-home, their gross pay, the day of closing. So most of our homeowners have a mortgage at the end of the day around $850 with all in taxes, insurance, everything about $850. So if you're in need of affordable housing, give the local Habitat a call or go on the website and apply for a house.
I know we have to get to the golf tournament when we will hear it in just a moment, but I just have to ask, talk to us about the change you've seen in these families and folks that are able to finally be homeowners when maybe they gave up on that dream a long time ago.
But the American dream is home ownership. So you're a working parent making $45,000 a year, you're paying $1,000, $1,100 a month in rent, and you're just moving from place to place because you have a bad landlord and not comfortable in the neighborhood. Well, we sell the house, and like I said, around $850 a month. So that extra savings not only gives them the home ownership, and you're seeing pictures on the screen now, before and after picture, but what actually happened, that savings permits the family now to buy health insurance, to buy better transportation, better food for the children, invest for the future, like retirement or college savings. So we break the cycle of generational poverty by providing a foundation of home ownership to our families.
Absolutely. All right, tell us about this golf tournament. I think we have a minute and a half left. Want to make sure we talk about this big fundraiser.
We have an annual golf tournament that comes up on September 19th. Okay. The information is on our website, which is shrhabitat.org. And the typical golf is $99 for a round of golf. All the money that is raised on this tournament is going to stay right here in Hampton Roads, and is being earmarked for a veteran home. So this veteran tournament is going to only be used to build a house for a deserving veteran. So the golf tournament is a fun time. We did this now for 5 previous years. This is our 6th one now. So come out, play golf. I don't play golf. I don't understand it, but a lot of people do, and please come out and play golf and support us. Yeah. Now, if I might, there's another way they can support us.
Okay.
We have 2 restores, they're actually thrift stores. We call restore to play on the words recycle, reuse, repurpose. And we raise money from those stores, and those stores' money is used to build houses for low-income families in Southampton Roads.
Wow. Okay, so there are plenty of ways that you can donate and participate and just really be a part of making sure that folks right here in Hampton Roads have a home.
With that said, 85% of labor is built by volunteers. So you want to just come out on the job site and help build a house? Come on our
We need you.
website and build a house.
Wonderful. Frank, thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us for Coastal Connections. Have a great day.